but this is a meeting of the Metropolitan Council. I'm Chair Charlie Zali. Hello, everyone. Once again, this is a virtual meeting, and we are still under a executive order by the governor. So we're going to be able to have this meeting by virtue of Minnesota statutes section 13D.021. So regrettably, we can't actually have public comments directly, but those who might be tuning in, please feel free to send any comments to public.info@metc.state.mn.us, and we will respond in a timely manner. And given that this is virtual, we will take the roll in order to establish a quorum. So Liz, please call the roll.
Atlas Ingebretson. Barber.
Here.
Chambliss.
Here.
Cummings.
Here.
Ferguson.
Here.
Fredson.
Here.
Gonzalez. Lee.
Here.
Lilligren.
Here.
Lindstrom.
Here.
Musset.
Here.
Sterner.
Here.
Vento.
Here.
Wolf.
Here.
Zurin. And Chair Zeli.
I'm here. We have a quorum. The agenda, which was sent out in advance, I want you to note that it has been amended prior to this meeting beginning by adding a business item under other business. But unless there is any corrections or objections, I will consider the agenda approved. Which brings us to the minutes for May 26th, 2021. Is there a motion to approve those minutes?
Vento moves approval.
Thank you, council member. Is there a second?
Cummings seconds.
Thank you, council member Cummings. Any comments, discussions, corrections? All right, hearing none. Liz, please call the roll.
Barber.
Aye.
Chambliss.
Aye.
Cummings.
Aye.
Ferguson.
Aye.
Fredson.
Aye.
Lee.
Aye.
Lilligren.
Aye.
Lindstrom.
Aye.
Musset.
Aye.
Sterner.
Aye.
Vento.
Aye.
Wolf.
Aye.
And Chair Zeli.
Aye. The minutes are approved. And as you can see from the agenda, there are no items on the consent agenda, which brings us to the reports of standing committees. And first, community development. We'll hear from Council Member Lilligren.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair. Community development brings one item for consideration tonight. It's the same week item that we just saw in committee on Monday. It's item 2021-140. It's amending the City of Blaine's 2040 comprehensive plan to include the Groveland Village project. The proposed amendment site is 27 acres located adjacent to Highway 10 at the northwest corner of 93rd Lane, also known as Airport Road, and County Road J. The amendment proposes to re-guide these 27 acres of planned commercial, planned industrial to 8 acres of high-density residential and 19 acres of medium-density residential. The re-guiding is to facilitate the development of 106 townhomes and 152 apartments on the site. The proposed development does not affect the city's planned density or affordable housing need. Our council staff has reviewed the most recent airport noise contours for the nearby Anoka Blaine Airport, and the proposed amendment conforms with the 2040 Transportation Policy Plan, as the proposed users are just outside the airport noise contours. However, the residential development as proposed may still be subject to noise impacts due to its proximity to the airport. The Metropolitan Airports Commission issued comments on recommended noise mitigation measures, and the city has placed requirements on the proposal through conditions and development agreements. Our council staff found that the proposed amendment conforms to regional systems plans, is consistent with council policies, and is compatible with the plans of adjacent and affected jurisdictions. Mr. Chair, I move that the Metropolitan Council authorize the City of Blaine to place its comprehensive plan amendment into effect, and to find that the amendment does not change the city's forecasts. Also, due to the proximity of the Anoka Blaine Airport, strongly encourage the city to consider suspending the development until updated noise contours are available, and to analyze the impact of noise on the development, and also implement the notification requirements and noise mitigation standards if the city chooses to move forward with this development proposal. And lastly, to advise the city to implement the advisory comments in the review record for forecasts and natural resources.
Thank you, Robert. Is there a second?
Lindstrom will second that one.
Thanks. Any discussion? Hearing none. Liz, you can call the roll.
Barber,
Aye.
Chambliss,
Aye.
Cummings,
Aye.
Ferguson,
Aye.
Fredson,
Aye.
Lee,
Aye.
Lilligren,
Aye.
Lindstrom,
Aye.
Musset,
Aye.
Sterner,
Aye.
Vento,
Aye.
Wolf,
Aye.
Zurin,
Abstain.
and Chair Zelli.
Aye. That motion is approved. So there are no reports from the Environment Committee. The next is the Management Committee. Councilmember Ferguson.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The Management Committee has one business item on the agenda. That is business item 2021-122. It is updating the list of authorized financial institutions. So this is the 2021 list of authorized financial institutions amendment. This business item asks the council for approval to amend the 2021 list of authorized financial institutions to add Drake Bank as an approved institution for the certificate of deposit program. The council initiated a certificate of deposit program about a year ago. Under the program, the council invests the funds with qualifying local community banks who have a track record of supporting female and minority-owned small businesses, affordable housing, and the unbanked and community development. The council approved 20 to 25 million for the program. To date, 16 million has been invested in 6 local banks. We are looking to grow the number of banks and fully allocate the program. Banks submitted an application to join the program and are reviewed annually to ensure they are supporting the goals of the program. Drake Bank, located in St. Paul, submitted an application which was reviewed by the Treasury staff and the Investment Committee Review Committee. Drake Bank has demonstrated that they are pursuing initiatives and making local loans which align with the goals of the CD program. They have eased their account opening requirements to make it easier for the unbanked to gain access, and they are financing a female-owned business which provides profitable, portable housing units for homeless veterans. Prior to making a CD investment with Drake Bank, the council policy and the state statute require that Drake Bank be added to the council's list of approved financial institutions. The CD program positively impacts the Thrive outcome of equity, as the banks with whom we invest support female and minority-owned businesses, affordable housing, unbanked programs, and community development. Mr. Chair, the proposed action is that the Metropolitan Council approve amending the 2021 list of authorized financial institutions to add Drake Bank as an approved institution for a certificate of deposit program.
Thank you, Chris. Is there a second?
Second by Sterner.
Great. Any discussion? I will add, I think this is really important program. Initiated it earlier, and I really attribute it to the management committee staff for finding ways for us to help support businesses that equity component, hearing capitalizations, just access to capital is one of the hardest barriers. This is a small way.
Mr. Chair, your mic might be up. There we go.
Oh, it must be my big mouth. There you go. Thank you. So I think it's a great program, and I appreciate that we're doing this. Any other discussions, comments? All right, Liz, you may call the roll.
Barber,
Aye.
Chambliss,
Aye.
Cummings,
Aye.
Ferguson,
Abstain.
Fredson,
Aye.
Lee,
Aye.
Lilligren,
Aye.
Lindstrom,
Aye.
Musset,
Aye.
Sterner,
Aye.
Vento,
Aye.
Wolf,
Aye.
Zurin,
There's an aye.
Chair Zelli.
Aye. Well, that motion carried. We're on to the Transportation Committee. Councilmember Barber.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, council members, business item number 2021-125 is regarding approval of 2 contracts for scheduled small bus replacements and expansion. This procurement of 181 replacement buses and 61 expansion buses aligns with the bus replacement schedule and capital improvement plan. The purchase of these buses allows for a reliable fleet and quality transit service. The buses that are scheduled for replacement have exceeded the council's replacement cycle of 5 years and 175,000 miles. There was a discussion at Transportation Committee. Councilmember Cummings asked about the options for the vehicles being replaced, and MTS Fleet Manager Paul Colton responded that as vehicles are decommissioned, the council contacts a list of agencies who have indicated an interest in the retired vehicles, and then the remaining vehicles are auctioned off. Mr. Colton will present an update to the Transportation Committee regarding the buses that are provided to agencies after the buses are decommissioned. Therefore, Mr. Chair, I move that the Metropolitan Council authorize the regional administrator to execute purchase agreements with North Central Bus Sales, MnDOT Contract 192553 for up to 107 replacement buses and 36 expansion buses in an amount not to exceed $12,259,000, and Haglund Bus, MnDOT Contract 192552 for up to 74 replacement buses and 25 expansion buses in an amount not to exceed $8,722,500.
Great, thank you, Deb. Is there a second? That's a thank you, Councilmember Chambliss. Any discussion, questions? All right, hearing none. Liz, you may call the roll.
Barber,
Aye.
Chambliss,
Aye.
Cummings,
Aye.
Ferguson,
Aye.
Fredson,
Aye.
Lee,
Aye.
Lilligren,
Aye.
Lindstrom,
Aye.
Musset,
Aye.
Sterner,
Aye.
Bento,
Aye.
Wolf,
Aye.
Zurin,
Aye. Adjourn.
and Chair Zelli.
Aye. That motion carries. That brings us to our last item of other business, business item 2021-147, appointment of the regional administrator. We have a pretty short agenda on this meeting today, but this is a really important item, and a great pleasure on behalf of a recruitment selection committee of council to recommend we appoint Mary Bogey to the position of regional administrator. This was maybe to many a natural transition, but it was one that culminated out of a very kind of robust consideration. And maybe as a way to kind of outline that, I want to thank the committee, which was council members Cummings, Barber, Ferguson, Lilligren, and Lindstrom. And maybe Chris Ferguson, you might give us you can describe a little bit about how we came to this profound recommendation.
Thank you, Chair. And I think and thank you for including all of us in this process and giving you sort of an opportunity to bounce ideas off the group. As by statute, it is a decision of the chair, and I think in some past times it may have just been a decision of the chair. And I think including the committee chairs and having a more diverse interview panel is an important step for the council and thinking about how we do things differently. And so the group did get together. With the first decision we made is whether or not we'd hire a search firm, and I think the decision was that the people that we had involved knew enough people in the region, and we thought it was important to have somebody that really understood the region to take on this role. And so everybody who was part of the committee reached out to very qualified applicants and both BIPOC applicants and female applicants and majority applicants and tried to get as many people as we could to apply for the position. And so we were able to get some very qualified people to apply for the position. I think all of whom could have done the job. And I think when I would speak for myself, when we went through the interview process, that was sort of my feeling as we interviewed each one of them, is that this was somebody that could do the job, and each one had their own positive attributes. But at the end, it was a very clear decision, I think, from everybody in the committee that Mary was far and away the best candidate that we had. But we were also very thankful that we went through the process to look outside the organization and not just make that temporary or acting into a permanent role. But having gone through that process, I think it really solidifies just the what Mary brings to the organization and the confidence that all of the committee chairs had, and the chair and the vice chair had in her selection in that process. So.
Thank you for those words. Is that are you making a motion?
I am, Mr. Chair, making a motion to accept your recommendation to approve Mary Bogey as the next regional administrator for the Metropolitan Council.
Thank you. Is there a second? Thank you, Councilmember Lee, and maybe some other comments. Councilmember Cummings.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The work that the Met Council does is so crucial to a thriving metropolitan area, and I think the interest and caliber of the applicants for the regional administrator position reflects that. When COVID-19 came crashing through all of our worlds, Mary didn't hesitate to step up and step in to the interim regional administrator position. I think her strong leadership skills and the respect that she has from our staff and from this council really helped guide the council through these really turbulent times. It required that Mary wear multiple hats, sometimes all of them at the same time. Mary looked great with a whole lot of hats, but I hope if you're approved, you can go down to fewer hats. And she did it without hesitation. She just stepped in, stepped up, did what needed to be done, and motivated the staff to step in and do what needed to be done, and really brought us through what's been a really challenging time. I think as we come out slowly, we've got many, many challenges that face us, some of them exacerbated that we already know about, some of them new, and I'm really excited if Mary is approved to see where she leads us. So we're fortunate to have Mary Bogey, if she's approved, as regional administrator, and I'm really excited about this appointment. Thank you.
Thank you, Molly. You know, I had to say for my part, it has been such a delight to work with Molly because as chair, I think I speak for all of us, you know, we have to be engaged in so many different ways, but this is a really hard job, and we need to really draw on all of Mary's talents, both all the 18 years of experience she's had, both financially, information technology, organizationally, and truly, Mary, really, when we fully consider even outside talent, really stands head and shoulders above all others. So we're just very fortunate. And I think over a year ago when Meredith said, "I'm just going to step away for a few weeks," you know, but I think Mary will be fine. I agreed with her. I did say I don't think it's going to be 2 weeks. I was right about that. But you know, really, without skipping anything, it has kind of kept everything going during this really challenging, weird year we've had. But now, you know, it's really important for us to have I use the word permanent, but to have an acting administrator, so we can take some of the next steps. We can kind of fill out the organization. And many challenges. We've had great aspirations. And I think it's time not just with Mary, but to have Mary's team really develop now and shed some of those hats, as you say, Molly, but to bring in maybe some more talent, maybe even opportunities for diversity. So we think this is just the really important step. And as the economy emerges, as we are, who knows, we might even meet face to face. You know, but I think really at this time comes at a perfect moment for the organization. And Mary, thank you for this past year. And more importantly, thank you for what we have our high expectations going forward. With that, are there any other comments? Because we need to vote. So, all right, hearing none. Liz, please call the roll.
Barber,
Aye.
Chambliss,
Aye.
Cummings,
Aye.
Ferguson, Ferguson,
Aye.
Fredson,
Aye.
Lee,
Aye.
Lilligren,
Aye.
Lindstrom,
Aye.
Musset,
Aye.
Sterner,
Aye.
Vento,
Aye.
Wolf,
Aye.
Zurin,
To make it unanimous, aye.
and Chair Zelli.
Aye. Congratulations, Mary.
Thank you.
We might go out of order, but do you have any comments you'd like to share, Mary Bogey?
Sure, I'd love to, Mr. Chair. Thank you for the opportunity. I'm really humbled by the confidence that the council has in me. And as I was answering the question during the interview of, why do I want this position? I pulled a couple of Post-it notes from my computer that have been there a long time. And one says, believe in it. And I can assure you that I believe in the council's strategic plan, goals, and outcomes, and I'm really looking forward to helping us achieve those. And the other one is from Councilmember Ferguson from some time ago when he said, understand the value of making different choices. And that is so ingrained in our strategic plan and the outcomes that we're trying to achieve. And I really look forward, like I said, to helping the council move in that direction. So thank you very much for your confidence in me, and I really look forward to shedding some of those hats.
Well, again, congratulations. Does any other reports or items that members wish to share at this point? Sue, Councilman Vinto.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I had that great opportunity yesterday to represent Councilmember Gonzalez at the ribbon cutting for the Ravine Landing in the Cottage Grove Ravine Regional Park. And I just want to encourage everyone, if you're looking for a special place to go with family or visitors, it is a gorgeous site and you will have a fabulous time. It's just off of Highway 61. Just south of Cottage Grove, and it's just fantastic. You will feel like you're on another planet. It is so lush and beautiful, and there are playground facilities for little ones. There's an area to fish. They have all sorts of opportunities. They even will rent out a fishing pole if you decide you want to fish. So I encourage you to visit there. Washington County has a fabulous park system, and what they have done at this lovely park to make it even more engaging for everyone is tremendous. And it was great to represent the council, which played a role in the county and city and state's efforts to put this together. Thanks.
Thank you for sharing that. Any other thoughts, comments, reports? All right, Robert.
Oh, yeah, thanks, Mr. Chair. And I just wanted to let my colleagues know that yesterday I participated in the taping of a panel discussion for Metro Transit to recognize Pride Month. And there was a whole collection of transit employees. It was emceed or facilitated by Teen Danger. And some people may know him from, amongst other things, doing his online program, Where Does This Bus Go?, where he gets on a bus route and rides the line to one end and then rides it back. And if you haven't seen them, I encourage you to watch them. They're incredible. And it was really rewarding to hear all of these transit employees talk about what an affirming and supportive place Metro Transit has been to work. And some of them are speaking of decades of service to Metro Transit. So I just wanted to give my colleagues a heads up. It'll be posted at the Metro Transit website at some time. There might be a little bit more of a rollout of this forum discussion for Pride. Thanks.
Great, thank you for sharing that. Any other council members? Anne, you are here with us. Do you have anything to report?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just want to lend my voice to the chorus of staff voices who think Mary is a great appointment for regional administrator. And as a person who views the sausage making on a daily basis and really understands it, I don't think you could have picked someone better. So I really appreciate that. And I know the rest of the staff appreciates it as well. So congratulations to Mary. And thankfully, I have nothing else to report.
Great, thank you, and really that is on behalf of the staff. I have heard nothing but exclamations of great appreciation from the staff I've talked to. So. Well, with that, it's a hot day. Maybe people, it's summer. I'm sure things that people would like to do. So enjoy the rest of the afternoon. I think our work here is done. This meeting is adjourned. We will see you soon in meetings in the future. Thanks so much.
Thanks. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Stay cool, everyone.